Welcome back to the post-game show here on ASPN HD. John Scudras here with you. Very proud to be joined by a two-time Junior Beanpot champion and really the brain trust of this entire event, young Jacob Gurdon. And Jacob, you came up with this event. I talked to you after your victory last year as a bat mitzvah project. And since then, it's really bloomed into something much more than that. How much fun was this, the second Junior Beanpot for you?
Awesome. It was probably more fun than last year, knowing what it was going to be like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you already experienced it, and so the second time around, maybe you had a little bit more of an idea. So was this organization and organizing it all a lot easier than the first one, or just the same?
Definitely easier,
Yeah,
knowing what I had to do based on last year.
absolutely. Now, your Eagles ended up winning the Junior Beanpot again, a real tough matchup against the Breakers. In that game, it was 1-1 going in late. Did you have confidence in your team you were going to come through?
Definitely.
Absolutely. Your team winning for the second consecutive year here in the 2018 Junior Beanpot. Now on to more important matters. This event, of course, benefits the Travis Roy Foundation. You've raised already, going into today, over $12,000 this year towards the Travis Roy Foundation. Were you amazed at the amount of people that are willing to put forward not only their time but also their money for this event?
Definitely, especially being a second-year event. People did it last year. To be able to do it again, donating again was awesome.
Absolutely. There's still a lot of great raffle and auction items out there. I saw a few that I would want. I'm sure you liked a few as well. For you, you got, of course, a lot of help from your parents, Lisa and Stephen Gurdon, who put in countless hours of time into this. Could you have done any of this without them?
Definitely not.
Absolutely. Parents are important at any age, let alone at yours when you're putting together such a meaningful event such as this one. So I have to ask you, we just finished the second Junior Beanpot. It was a rousing success here at Walter Brown Arena. Are we likely to see a third?
Hopefully.
Hopefully is right. A third, fourth, maybe, who knows, a fifth, and many, many more as Jacob Gurdon, a two-time champion here on the Junior Beanpot and the founder and creator of this event that benefits the Travis Roy Foundation. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us here on the post-game show on ESPN HD. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we will welcome Alan Siegel back into the broadcasting booth and wrap things up with a bow right here on ESPN HD.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back into the post-game show here on ASPN HD. I'm John Scudras, rejoined by Alan Siegel. And Alan, we saw 4 great hockey games here in this tournament, the consolation and the championship game here on ASPN HD. Great event, not only for a great cause, but great hockey as well, and we saw a lot of it today.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very impressed by all 4 teams in this tournament. Really skating hard, playing hard. Very few penalties. Very little chippiness going on. Just 2 teams playing real hard, good hockey, and obviously playing for a fantastic cause.
One thing we saw a lot of today and last year was those penalty shots, and you've said a couple of
I
times
love
that's
that.
something you'd love to see in professional hockey because it just makes it much more exciting than just your normal run-of-the-mill penalty shot.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a penalty shot right at center ice, but not only can you just skate in and, because some of those penalty shots, these guys are doing dipsy-doos and, reading a book and stuff like that, but now you got a whole plethora of players trying to chase them down. It's like the running of the bulls and like a stampede. And I'll tell you, that's fantastic. You got to be really on your horse to get into that net quickly to try to get a shot off. And of course, if you do get a shot off, hopefully you score. But if you don't, you got 9, 10 players right behind him, ready to pick up that loose puck and try to score. If baseball could do something like that, we might have something.
I think Commissioner Manford has a few things up his sleeve to try to improve that industry. One player who had a few things up his sleeve here was the man we just spoke to, Jacob Gurdon. I mean, we're talking about a 14-year-old that put together an event that in its second year has already raised over $12,000 towards the Travis Roy Foundation. I don't know what $12,000 looks like, let alone the ability to raise it for a charitable cause, and that's a young man that has a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, this is a kid that decided, you know, and a lot of kids nowadays, they're playing Pokemon, they're on their smartphones, they're playing with the iPads. But as his bar mitzvah project, he decided he wanted to give something back. And this isn't a little thing like, oh, I want to, you know, raise some money and donate to, you know, as a charity. This is a big time event, and you got to get big time hockey rinks involved, like Boston University here, Walter Brown Arena, Warrior Ice Arena last year. So, I mean, it's just fantastic. And then you got to get the teams, the sponsors. There's a lot of
background work going on.
Background work.
Burning the midnight oil. Yeah,
a lot of heavy lifting.
Thing. I mean, you're talking about something a 14-year-old, with the help of his parents, Lisa and Steven, who put in a lot of time into it and a lot of effort, and Lord knows they put together a lot of great things as well for this cause. But you're talking about one boy coming up with this idea. He wanted to do something that had to do with hockey. He had heard about Travis Roy and about the foundation, and now here, 2 years later, he's got something that could blossom into something even bigger over the next couple of years. So the winner of the 2018 Junior Beanpot for the second straight year, in the second straight year of the event, is Jacob Gurdon, as he and the Junior Eagles defeat the Breakers to win the 2018 iteration of this event. Well, Alan Siegel, it was great being with you yet again. It's been a bit of a time since we got to broadcast together.
Absolutely, but it was nice to be back.
It certainly was fun to rejoin you in the broadcasting booth. For everyone involved, Jacob Gurdon, his parents, Lisa and Steven, Travis Roy, of course, and everyone who played, watched, and listened. And, of course, Arlen Shostak and Ken Bergeron for helping out here on ESPN HD. We're signing off here on the post-game show one more time from Walter Brown Arena. Good night, good luck, and good hockey. We'll see you right here on ESPN HD.